Hi, I'm Jitse Zonneveld, and a few weeks ago I did this. It got shared by Motorhead on all their official social media channels, and that's pretty awesome, especially since I am a big Motorhead fan all my life. So, I got a bit emotional. We got a lot of reactions on that video and also a lot of questions, and I'll be answering those in this video and, just explain a little bit on how it happened, how much we practiced, if you could hear the guitar and sit as well. So just let's get started, I guess. How did it came to happen? That's the first question, I've seen that question a lot. So how did it came to happen? Frank, the Bayardier, as we call it in Dutch, had this festival, and it's called Toren Festival. And I happen to be one of those who played at the festival because I am a guitar teacher in Weert. And so that's basically the background of the whole Toren Festival thing. And why Ace of Spades? Yeah, I'm a Motorhead fan. So I said to Frank, oh man, we gotta do one song, and that's called Ace of Spades by Motorhead. All the other songs we do, that doesn't matter for me, just Ace of Spades. That's the thing. I was like, Motorhead? What's that? And I was like, oh man, you don't know Motorhead? No, I didn't know Motorhead. Well, all right, cool. So just let him hear Ace of Spades, and we're like, that's quite difficult, just to get these melodies out of on this instrument. And I was like, yeah, maybe we can find something out, maybe we can work it out. And it was like, all right, let's just do it, And so we did it. I didn't spoke to him for next 2 weeks or so because he was busy with all the other artists that had to come play with him on the Carillon, as we call it again in Dutch. So that brings me on to my next question. How much did you practice? Well, to be honest with you, we played it 2 times before doing the real thing in the city. He has this practice Carillon, and so it's just basically the thing with the wooden pegs on it, and he has a speaker besides it, so you can hear the bells and all that kind of things. We played it 2 times basically, so that's like 6 minutes or something. We rehearsed it, and then the next thing was just in the city, in the big city. And that's mega, and it just shows what an exceptional musician Frank is, just by reading the sheet music and just going on by his musical feelings. Brilliant. And that covers also the question, how did you practice? Well, with practice, Carillon, and that's basically it, I guess. Could you hear the guitar in the city as well? Yes, you could. I see a lot of comments, of people saying, I want to hear what the bells ring like, and the people in the city couldn't hear like that, so why would you make this video with backing track and all that kind of things? Well, they could hear it. As well, I have a video on my channel, you can check it, and I'll explain a little bit with it. On each side of the tower, there was a speaker, and that speaker, was 1,000 watts or something like that. And we played through, and I'm gonna show you that file later on in the video, through Logic, and used the Neural DSP plugin for the guitars. And basically that signal, we transferred to the speakers and just blasted over the whole city. So the video that's on my channel, I got that from a woman, thank you very much, by the way, and she said she lives 800 meters off the city center, and she was in her living room and she was like, I'm hearing something. And it happened to be us. And on that, when she heard that, she went like, oh man, I gotta go to the city center. So she came to the city center and just recorded, got some videos where she walked to the church, and just filming it, and it's pretty awesome. So it was extremely loud, and that's just how Lemmy loved it, I guess. I liked it. So could you hear the guitar in the city as well? Yes, you could. And now we're going to one of the best questions, I guess. And I can go a little bit deeper in that as well. How well does it go to play a song that fast on an instrument made for playing slow? This question I'm gonna answer really big. First things first. I saw a comment of a guy who said, well, you had to use real drums to get me, just to get the sloppy feel of Filthy Animal. And all right, I agree with you. I agree. But sometimes, you have to make some practical decisions as well. For instance, you don't know how it's gonna sound with the bells. And it had to be adaptive because of that. Because bells, they go like going, and they keep just ringing, just after a half a minute, the bell's still going like, so you get a lot of bleed from all the other bells, so you can't play fast songs. And I didn't know how fast the song needed to be. So, I just went like, choose the tempo, and it happened to be the perfect tempo. All right, so that's a lucky shot. But I had to be prepared if it was too fast. I had to be able to slow it down. So that's why I used a MIDI drum track, and because I had a bass guitar lying in my van, so when it was too fast, I could just click on the tempo on Logic, slow it down with the drum track, play the bass again, so record it, and just do one little dub on the guitar, and then it would be alright. I couldn't do that with real drums. That's why I had to use MIDI drums. So sorry for that. But next thing I want to talk about is the bell sounds, because not every carillon sounds the same. So this, for instance, this carillon, we had to use the tuning of 4/34 Hz on an A. So we just went with our because we're using Logic. You have to use the tuner of Logic, and I can show you over here. So I have this tuner over here, and you can use your hertz, going up or going down, and that's how we did it. He just rang his A bell, and I was going like ding ding and just putting it down, and we came on here. So it was 4/34 Hertz. So I had to tune my guitar down to that, and also tune my guitar half step down. So if you play a C on the bell, it would sound like a B, and that's just that's just the things you have to work with. So when we did that, we calculated how much cents I need to change the bass, because I recorded it on 438 because I thought it had to be 438, and then I had just to tune it down a little bit more. So that's how we came to the perfect sound, with the bells, and that was quite difficult, to be honest. So yeah, I was happy it turned out okay. Bass guitar, just to show you guys, I just used this native plugin from Logic, and put a little bit of distortion on it as well, and just to get the sound. I know the sound of Lamb's bass is a bit harsher, but I had to use some low end, because the bells are high end. And brings me on to the next thing, and that's why I also played the whole time and I didn't play the, because This is high. This is the high range of the sound. And you know, with the bells in the mix, you know, you can't play it because because you wouldn't hear it. So you have to make the decision as well on, you know, playing. Just keep playing those things. The solo worked out brilliantly, and that's because Frank, you know, played a little bit softer and dynamic, so that my guitar would come out better. But you can see the whole video. He's just going like, you know, really fast, and that's just brilliant, you know, really fast, really hard. But how well does it go to play a song that fast on an instrument made for playing slow? Well, it goes, you know, it works. But you had to slow it down, because if you check out on how fast the real Ace of Spades is, you know, that's really fast, and I'm just playing it like it's, you know, it's different, but it's still awesome. So yeah, that's it goes well, but you have to slow it down. Otherwise, if you played it like the album version, it would just be like one whole and we wouldn't want that, you know. We want people to recognize the song. So that were your questions, and I did my best in answering them. And if you have more questions, you know, just put them in the comments below. I'll answer them. And you know, next song, I don't know. We're gonna see what happens. But yeah, cheers. Bye bye.